I'd like to tell a little story about why I love to light the kulak.
The Kalak, a traditional Inuit stone lamp, a ceremony and reminder for NATO's top political leader. The people who inhabit Canada's north have lives and deep roots that extend beyond the international tensions that brought him there.
We can never forget that sovereignty doesn't come through soldiers or scientists. Sovereignty comes with the people who've lived here for millennia.
Even still, it is the fear of a resurgent Russia that brought the head of NATO to Cambridge Bay.
I realize the importance you play in the high north, in the Arctic. And the Arctic is important for NATO.
A Russian destroyer in the Black Sea, firing off a volley of cruise missiles at Ukraine. Exactly the kind of scenario NATO is worried about in Canada's rapidly thawing Arctic, where climate change is opening up the seas. And Stoltenberg taking his case directly to Canadians in an op-ed this week. The shortest path to North America for Russian missiles or bombers would be over the North Pole. This makes NORAD's role vital for North America and for NATO.
There's definitely a message that the NATO Secretary General is trying to send to Canadians. Some people might ask, why now? And the why now has everything to do with Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
Canada and the U.S. are planning to spend billions of dollars to modernize surveillance and radar stations, like this NORAD facility. But it has long resisted having NATO in the Arctic. That is changing because of the invasion of Ukraine.
It means that Canada needs to collaborate ever more closely and in new ways with our NATO partners.
Marie, can you walk us through what is effectively at the root of this reluctance of Canada's to have allies help defend that portion of the Arctic?
In a word, sovereignty. Most of our closest allies don't recognize Canada's claim to the Northwest Passage. And it's felt that by calling on our allies beyond the U.S. to help defend the region sort of undermines Canada's claim to the area. Now, behind the scenes, NATO allies have been pushing Canada to take more ownership of northern defense, calling it the northern flank. But you've seen countries like the UK openly saying how much they'd like to work and learn from Canada in the north.
All right, Marie Brewster in Ottawa, thank you.
You're welcome.